And we back. Thank you for tuning in to Thoughts Behind the Artist. You know what I mean? Today we got ABO Vonn from Victory Lane Records, Victory Lane Music Group, up in the building. We touched bases with him a little bit. He basically told us he's from Vallejo, California. He a Bay Area dude. He moved all around Solano County. You know what I mean? Where you go to school at, ABO Vonn? What school you go to?
Shit, niggas went to American King High School. American King High School.
What was that like?
Really diverse, because it was people from everywhere. Like, I went to school with Mexicans, Filipinos, whites, blacks, Samoans. Like, it was all different type of races up there, so it was cool. It really got me ready for the real world, because that's really how the world really is, like, really diverse.
Yeah. Did you mess around with the sports?
Hell yeah. I was in football, basketball, track.
Oh, you start rubbing your hands like that? When you start thinking about it?
Yeah, cause reminiscing about them days, man. Shit. Nah, that shit. The sports, that shit was cool. I was fucking with it.
So what else you into?
Shit. I'm into coaching. I'm gonna keep it real, cause I still like want to be involved in like stuff like that. So I've been talking to like the school and stuff. I gotta get ready to get my fingerprints done for the county and all that. So they gotta run a little background and all that. So I'm damn near really trying to start coaching next year in high school. Let me just get back.
So how you gonna balance the coaching thing? What if you got shows and stuff to do, and it's time for you to coach? You know, coaching is it's kind of a commitment. Yeah,
it's a commitment.
It's deeper than being a player. You know what I mean?
Right. You is right.
So you know, you gotta take that into consideration. And any of y'all out there thinking about being a coach, that's kudos. Kudos to you. That's what's up. We need coaches. Just make sure being that coach, you actually gonna be there for them kids. You know what I mean? Cause
man,
you know they the future.
We did have a coach walk out on us.
See?
I did have that happen.
See? So, tell us a story about something, like, about you. We trying to get to know you. Tell us a story about something when you was a kid and you saw things one way, but now that you're older, you can see clearly now, or you see things different. You got any experiences like that where over time the perception totally changed?
Shit.
I mean,
I could say people just is the most relevant thing, because I even had this happen to me at work. But you feel me? I'm not gonna speak on like the race, because I don't want people to take this the wrong way. So really, me growing up, being, you feel me, the color I am and all this stuff, thinking, shit, like everybody gonna be cool, everybody gonna be friends like what we see on the TVs and stuff, and that's really not what it really is. But I just remember one time when I had moved to these apartments or whatever, and it was this lady. She wasn't the same race as me or whatever, and me just being just who I was back then, I'm saying hi, or I'm just like, you feel me, just sitting and saying hi or whatever. But I just remember she mugged me. Like, she just looked at me like, the hell is you saying hi to me for? You feel me? So I was just like, okay. So I looked at it like, that was kind of weird. Like, you don't know me from a can of paint, and I'm a kid. You feel me? So I just kept pushing. And then.
So you think you was experiencing racism?
I mean, at that time, I wasn't really thinking it was racism. I'm gonna keep it real, because it's like, I don't know. I just knew what was being racist when people use the, you feel me, the N-word, or, you feel me, just trying to like tarnish our shit. You feel me?
Yeah. So that's one of the experiences you're saying, where things ended up different.
Yeah, really, that's like the most, just people for real.
Who in the industry influences you? Where you get your influence from?
Lil Durk.
What about Lil Durk?
Cause I really just seen bruh hustle and grind for like this shit. Even coming from like the environment where he come from. Like I'm not gonna say like Vallejo and Chicago is like the same thing, but it's like Vallejo seem big because of the size, but it's really small. Like everybody know each other. So it's like I know pretty sure out there it's like damn near kind of similar. Like where people from, it's like all the same shit. So it's like, and I know their crime rate is way higher than ours. You feel me? Their poverty rate is probably way higher than ours. You feel me? So it's like coming from like really like a rose coming from the gut. I mean from the concrete for real. Like what Tupac said. That's like really what bruh did. Like
Yeah.
really changed the whole image and changed a lot of shit for motherfuckers around me. And that's really what I'm trying to do for real.
Alright.
Give everybody a chance.
I got a trivia for you. We're gonna play a quick trivia. Alright. It's we trying to see who gonna get the highest score out of all the interviewers that come on here. It's just something I'm gonna do. Alright. Digital or let me tell you. You get 5 points for answering it. You get 4 points negative for a pass. And you get 3 negative points for saying both. Digital or physical albums?
Digital.
So is that 5?
Yeah.
Rap or hip hop?
I was about to say that same. Hip hop.
Why?
I mean because rap, I feel like hip hop is more like it has rap in it. Like for me, like I feel like hip hop is more like a rhythm thing. Rap is like it could be like basically what I do. I could just rap about my day or something like that, but I don't make it like a dance or something like that, or it could just be like straight gutter, like real
like
drill stuff. Like
rap is like realistic rap.
yeah, and then hip hop it could be like a
yeah,
fantasy or you feel me?
Hip hop is more like well, you could say Kendrick. I mean, not you. I don't know. He's to me. He's on the fence. J. Cole. He would be to me hip hop.
Yeah.
He's not. He's rapping.
Yeah.
But it's the tone. It's the whole energy that come with it. Like you know what I mean. We're gonna move on past that one. A rap label or independent label? I mean, a major label or independent label?
Shit, independent.
Right. Midwest music or down south music? And why?
I'm gonna have to go with both, only because I just like they vibe and they energy of they beats. Like I was just saying this last night to one of my partners. Like basically,
Of who, the Midwest or?
not well, cause I picked both. I said Midwest and down south. Cause basically like with me, I'm just gonna say with me as an artist, and I hear like West Coast beats and stuff like that. Sometimes I feel like I'm limited to words or limited to like ways to come on. But when I hear those type of beats, it's like I feel like I can say whatever. I don't know if that's just for me. It might not be for everybody else, but that's just how I am. It's nothing wrong with a West Coast beat because I can still do it. But it's just like I feel like me personally, or I might have just grown out of it.
East Coast or down south?
Down south.
Well, I'm bad on my calculating today, so we ain't gonna keep score. We just gonna figure out which one you fuck with.
It's all good.
Yeah, I mean, you say down south?
Yeah.
Why down south over the East Coast?
Shit, my family from down south, man. You feel me?
We talking music though.
I know, but I'm saying, like, my family from down south, so originally that's where I'm from, so well, my roots, I'm not from there,
Right,
but my
right.
roots is originally from there, so that's probably why I like the down south type of beat. You feel me? That's probably where it is from.
I mean, most all black people came from down south. You know what I mean? And just migrated that way.
Yeah.
Even the people that's up in New York, we all got.
Die from the smoke.
Man, I'd rather die from the smoke than die from the rope. And that's how they came in. But okay. What about West Coast and Midwest music?
Sure, I'm say both. Cause I like Bay Area artists too. I still got like, you feel me, Bay Area artists I listen to that I like, and then I got Midwest people I like too.
All right. Pac or Big? 50 or Ross?
Both.
Why?
Outside of the music with 50, I like, you feel me, what he got going on with it. Like, in the beginning, I remember when he dropped his video game on the Xbox. I remember I wanted to play that motherfucker every time I went to my cousin's house. I didn't have it. You feel me? I didn't even have an Xbox. I had a PlayStation back then, but I fuck with that. And then I like, you feel me, what he got going on with the little BMF and, you feel me, Power Series and all that shit. Like, I really fuck with that. And then Ross, I just like how he business minded, for real. Like, they both business minded, but outside of that, I like, cause I had seen a video about Ross on, like, it was like a little short clip on YouTube, and he was talking about how one day he might charge, I forgot the number he said, but just say one day he might charge $75,000 to come out on Friday,
Right.
but on Wednesday he might only want 20. He was like, I ain't leaving no money on the table. There ain't no money left on the table.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen that.
You feel me?
It's like I ain't doing nothing. I'm sitting at home.
You
You
feel
feel
me?
me? I might as well grab that 25.
You feel me? Like,
I mean, that ain't my price, but I'm gonna grab
you
it.
feel me?
You know
Like,
what I mean?
so I was fucking with that because I'm like, damn. Because you might not know what their pockets feeling like one day. Like, their pockets might not be right, but they really want you.
Yeah.
So it's like, you might just make you made their day.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Nicki or Cardi?
Nicki. Only because she really came first. Even though, until she say I'm hanging it up and I ain't making nothing else, you feel me? You gotta give it to her.
Drake or Lil Wayne?
Lil Wayne.
Mac Mall or San Quinn?
I'm gonna keep it real.
You don't know. Neither
I know who they are, but 'cause I did a show with them.
Yeah.
But I didn't really listen to their music. That's really what it was.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it real. When I did the show with them, I didn't even know who they was from Kid Pay. Until, you feel me, that day when
Mac Mall from the Crest.
No, I know, but I'm saying I didn't know who he was. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
I don't really hear too much about him.
Yeah. Well, it was a whole nother generation. He was part of that second wave romper room.
Yeah.
He wasn't even a romper. Yeah, he wasn't romper room. He was just like the youngin' that came up while them romper room niggas was going crazy. He was the Sawyer Street soldier. I guess that's what you want to call it. But yeah, he held it down for Vallejo as a whole when he was out. That Mac Mall, it is my opinion. That boy went crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, that Mac Mall, that first Mac Mall album, that went ham. You know what I mean? Drake or Lil Wayne?
You already asked me that. You're trying to trick me now.
No, I asked you Nicki or Cardi.
Yeah, you asked me that one too. I said Nicki.
What did I say? Who you say on Drake or Lil Wayne?
I said Lil Wayne.
Oh, okay. Cash Money and No Limit. Oh, you don't even know No Limit really, huh?
I mean, I know just a little bit, like how how he had came out here from New Orleans and you feel me, had his little store in Richmond
Yeah.
in the 90s and shit.
Yeah.
And he was really like going crazy with pushing music out of the back of his trunk. You feel me, just going crazy all through the Bay Area, meeting people and all that shit.
Well, you know, that's a Bay Area thing. Ever since Too Short in like 80, 86, 80, I think that's when I started remembering. That's what I'm saying, 86. Around that time, that's when people, like, if you was a rapper, which it wasn't too many of them, you know what I mean, you pressing up, because we really didn't get no deals out here. You look back in the Bay Area, it rarely even California. I mean, it's a few people down in LA who got deals, but the music industry is pretty much is from the East Coast. All the big music companies is out there. The West Coast got all the movie companies.
Right.
You know what I mean? The down south, they ain't really got shit. That's why they always felt left out. But when Cash Money and No Limit came through, I mean, it started with Jay Prince. Jay Prince and Rap A Lot, they made a lot of noise, but when Cash Money and No Limit, when them two came through, it solidified the South. And now I believe the South is holding the torch right now.
Yeah, they go crazy.
Atlanta got it. I don't know per capita. I don't know nowhere where it's so many millionaires and stars and like top tier rappers.
So, but it's they all come as one. That's really what it is.
It's unity. It's unity. It's a. You didn't hear me say a certain part. You didn't hear me say East Atlanta, North Atlanta. You know what I mean? Atlanta, the whole thing. They going crazy.
Shout out y'all going crazy for real.
Let me see.
For real.
Oh yeah, have you had a chance to perform since the pandemic started?
Yeah, I had one little performance. That shit, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, me personally, if it's like one person in the crowd or 300, I ain't never even had 300 people in the crowd before, but I know that people lit as hell. But just me personally, I just like doing that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did have, you feel me, a little performance. It was at the, what's that little club called? What's it, the women's club?
On Valley Vista?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. The Office.
In my office.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was cool too. Had a little crowd. It was probably good. Like,
Two at the Gun and Rod.
damn.
Yeah, man.
Damn. Going crazy.
You gotta
Shit.
I mean,
Damn, that's crazy. I'm down just thinking about that.
how was it for you when you was young, getting whoopings and stuff? You know how some kids these days you can't
even whoop that
you
kid.
can't even yell at kids these days.
They
How
gonna
was
cry.
it? Yeah, how was it for you when you
You
was
put a
young?
hole in your wall.
You know what I mean? Do you think they should abolish ass whoopings? I mean butt whoopings. Butt whoopings. This is YouTube
Shit.
butt whoopings.
Sometimes I don't. Honestly, it depends on. You gotta know your kid. You gotta know like what works and what doesn't work. Cause
So what work and what don't work?
it, like I said, you gotta know your kid. Cause
You gotta beat them. You gotta beat them. See,
Hell
they turn
nah.
out good when you
Hell
beat
nah.
them.
Hell
Nah.
nah. Hell nah.
See, this is my tactic. All right, plug your kids' ears so they don't hear, you know what I mean, the magic. You really don't gotta whoop your kids. Just scare the shit out of them. Show them the crazy side of yourself. Yeah, just scare them. Make them think. You sit them in their room, getting ready for that whooping. And that whole time,
never come.
they in there waiting on it. They wishing they would have never did that again.
Hey.
And you act like something
Hey.
important came up. And you
Now
say,
you
you
got
better
me-
thank God.
you got me thinking
God
about the
saved
time.
you tonight.
You got me thinking about the time when me and Ree was wrestling on the bed, and you was like, "Hey, I forgot where you said you was finna go, but you was like, I'm finna be right back. We like, yeah,
man.
And we jumping on the bed upstairs, we wrestling and shit. Think we mad Jeff Hardy and shit. And I remember I did something to Reed, and I remember he just did this little kick move, jumped in the air, wow, kicking with both his feet. From the side though, like really, boom, kicked me. And I just flew back, wow, hit the window, busted the whole window.
Yeah, I remember
Boy, I was so glad it was 2 glasses on that thing though.
that. Yeah.
I don't like tumbling down and ended up on the
Yeah, 'cause I was coming out the driveway, out the garage, and I looked up, and I just see the blinds and stuff. I'm like, what in the?
That shit. Hey, and I remember you came back in, you was like, watch, when I get back, I'm gonna whoop y'all ass. Y'all better sit right here. Nigga, we sat there for like, I ain't gonna lie, we damn near sat there for a minute, cause we was like, but we don't know when this nigga gonna come back. We like, bruh, I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't finna move right now. I ain't gonna lie, cause I was like, bruh, like I hated being in trouble.
Yeah.
Cause it was like, I didn't like for you to tell me, no, I can't do this. What you mean?
Man.
What you mean I can't? I've been doing it this whole time, like, man. Nah, bro, you ain't finna take my privilege away.
I mean, sometimes you do gotta, you know what I mean? I feel like it's a level. It's spankings, then it's whoopings, then it's ass beatings, and then it's abuse. Now you just don't get off into that last tier, that's that fourth tier. You get off on the fourth level.
You don't need to be in fourth gear.
You on level 4, yeah, you gonna go to level 4. You doing some abuse.
But I'm saying you gonna go to level 4, doing some level 4.
Man. So, let me ask you, J-Boy, tell us something, you know what I mean? Tell us something about J-Boy. First off, tell us who J-Boy is. We hear you say him in your music all the time. So, who is J-Boy?
Arnell Jamari Austin. Shit.
Who?
Arnell Jamari Austin. Shit, that's my guy, man. Shit, I met him when we was, I want to say I was in 4th grade. He was in 2nd. Yeah, he was in the 3rd grade. He was in the 3rd grade, matter of fact. But we was some young niggas just running around each other in apartments. Shit. Really, he was nigga was one fashionable motherfucker. I can't lie about that.
I nicknamed him Money Making Mitch.
You know what I mean? He was one fashionable person.
He was just a fly nigga all the time, always matching.
Man, I remember when he used to call us, or when he used to call me, and he used to just be like, hey, what'd you think about this? These shoes, like, it always remind me of the movie, Don't Be a Menace to, you feel me, Society or whatever.
Where?
That shit when brother's like, these slippers with this Uzi, or you feel me, like doing that.
Yeah.
So it kind of reminded me of that shit, but that nigga, he used to always do the shit like
matching his fits up
every morning though. Like he calling me. I'm not even looking at the time. Like he'd just call me randomly and be like, hey bro, what you think about this? Should I wear this one? With this one, you think this go? And then he'd flip the camera. He'd be like, this a fit? He'd be like, this a fit. And he'd be weak as hell. He'd be like, nigga, what you finna do? Nigga, we finna match what you moving on the shit. Nigga, pull up, nigga. Yeah, but man, he was a real, just outgoing motherfucker for real. Bro, yeah.
So, so didn't he start Heartless?
Yeah, I actually remember when he said he was gonna start Heartless. I forgot where we was at. I feel like we was in his room or something. And he used to always buy like, cause he was into Vans and shit. And he was used to like be into like KDs and shoes and shit. But it was just crazy how he was like, cause he would always wear like just like regular tees, or you feel me, like it wasn't like nothing particular he wearing for real, but he like, I'm getting tired of like buying other people's stuff. He was like, why I just don't, all the money I spend on buying other people's stuff, why I just don't make my own stuff? And I remember he was saying, I was like, might as well. And I I ain't gonna lie, it took him a little, like, it didn't take him too long to really just come out of nowhere and be like, shit, I got this. I remember he showed me the design. I'm like, you look clean. He was showing me on the phone. He was showing me, telling me his brother made it and all that shit. For me, shout out GFX, you feel me? And yeah. Then, once he got that going, I remember I ain't seen him wearing nobody else stuff after that. Once he got his first shirt, I'm gonna keep it real. He was heartless everything. It didn't matter if he was wearing the same shirt. He gonna wear that till he got new bundles. But it's not like he was wearing the same shirt for too long, cause he always had a new fresh one on. He had stuff on that the gang on it, like homies on it, but they, you feel me? He like, nah, I can't get this to you because it's only one of a kind. It's my only one. And we like, bruh, we'll buy it off of you. Like, bruh, let me have that.
Man.
So he like, nah, like, I remember he had this little army fatigue one. I remember Creep said he wanted, it was orange, it was like orange and gray, something like that. You feel me? And Creep was like, he wanted that one so bad, where it was like, nah. He was like, this the only one. He like, bruh, let me have that, woo-de-woo. Came out with a little hat, some of me came out with the drawers. He asked him what
it's so much hate and the loyalty I question. Why you always run away when you get to stressing? Is it true love or the lust down to perfection? No mask on me, you could look me in my eyes. I'ma still save a day without a disguise. Got my angels watching me above.